Yeah, so first of all, I want to welcome everyone and also thank you for joining this session. So this is a new track for Textiler, so I'm very excited to be leading this with Jay. So thank you, Jay. Um, yeah, so I'm also want to congratulate you all to be here and trying to learn trying to learn about AI, right? So our world is changing so quickly. So welcome to be here embracing AI. So one thing that I always say is nowadays we need to embrace AI to stay relevant. So congrats you to be here. This is the first step. So I'm hope you can learn from us, and also we can learn from you. So we are always learning together, collaborating. So I want to make this session very interactive. So please make questions, participate, give comments, feedback. So yeah. So thank you very much. Just a quick introduction about ourselves. So me and Jay, we are going to collaborate in some sessions, and some sessions I will lead, some sessions she'll lead. So we'll be working together. A quick introduction about myself. So I'm Carolina Malta. I work for Microsoft. I have over 12 years of experience as a developer, engineer in Dynamics 365, and also now Copilot. This will be my 4-year mentoring for Textiler, so I'm super glad to be here. And I hand over to you, Jay, for a quick introduction, please.
Sure. Thank you so much, Carolina. And that's really amazing that Carolina has been mentoring for last 4 years. And I would welcome everyone on Textiler's seventh track, and we are working on building AI agents with Copilot Studio. And as Carolina mentioned, the world is evolving very rapidly, so we need to be part of it as quickly as possible and just jump on this wagon wheel of the AI. And I'm Jayashree Ostwal. I'm MVP in Copilot Studio, and I'm working with Avanar since last more than 4 years, and I have been with Textilers, yeah, since last 3 years, over 3 years, and I'm working as a mentoring lead as well on Textilers, as well as mentor for building AI agents with Copilot Studio. So I would be collaborating with Carolina. I would be mentoring on this session as we go along. You would be able to get more knowledge from both of us. So this is the right opportunity. Feel free to ask any questions, and this would be just a engagement session as well. Just if you have any questions, feel free to ask on the chat. You can unmute yourself, or we can cover your questions at the end. There would be a section for question and answer as well. And let's get started. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, amazing our timelines. Yeah, you have so much experience, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, we will be able to learn from you as well. So thank you. Okay, so let's see our journey. So here we are going to build these classes throughout the project. So we are going to use a help desk triage agent to demo like a real scenario agent. So throughout this 6 class, each class we are building on top of the same agent. So we will be adding more features, more actions, more things into this agent. Okay. And for today, so we need to build our foundation, right? Our basic. So if you don't understand the basics, so you cannot building a powerful agent. So today the class will be more focused on for you to learn the concepts. And then we are doing a tour in Copilot Studio. We will see our workplace. And please be sure you understand the concepts. Don't leave today with any questions. So please ask questions. Make sure you understand everything. Okay. Um, okay. I won't be able to check the chat, Jay. If you see any questions in the chat as well, maybe I can stop. Let
Yeah,
me
no
see if
problem.
I can
I will take care
bring.
of that. No worries.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I can. You want to say about the register attendance?
Yeah. So yeah, so I would request you to submit your attendance. I have shared the form on the chat window, and please make sure that you are submitting your attendance on the track which you are attending. That would be helpful for us to track your attendance. And if you attend more than 70% of the sessions, then you would be awarded with a certificate as well. So please make sure that you are filling up the attendance form. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we are going to learn some words here. Okay, so the first thing, maybe you already heard about this, it's about the model. So we say LLM, it's a large language model. So it basically it's a software trained to work with huge amount of data. So we can understand the model as the brain, right? AI tried to mimic our brain, so it tried to fake our brain. So the model is the brain behind of AI. So it can read books, article, websites. So all the data you provide or all the public data available, the model will read. Um, and also it learns from patterns. So it means that whatever pattern you are using, it will learn from this. And also as more you training our model, more helpful will be for you. So you need to train your model, your AI to follow your pattern. So if you give the right instructions, the right context, so it will learn from it. So be sure you are training your model, your AI to work from you. So this is the model. So you might have heard, so we have different models. So for example, OpenAI, you have GPT, you have GPT 4.1, GPT 5. Microsoft Copilot use GPT also. Now we are including Claude. So Anthropics use Claude. So we have Claude Sonnet, Claude Opus, Google Gemini. So each software, each AI use or your own model. And I think on the class three, we'll see that each model will be better in one thing. For example, one model can be better in analyzing data and providing questions, answering questions. Another model will be good in analyze image, analyze data. So each model, so we are going to touch base this on class three, and I will explain which model to use in each scenario. But for now, for this class, sorry, it's just you just need to understand LLM. It's a large language model. It's a brain, a fake brain behind the AI, and you have to train this to be good for you. Moving forward, here, next concept, agent. Okay, so what is the agent? So the agent is the AI that listens your request and take actions on your behalf. So we can say agent is the evolution of a chatbot. So chatbots previously it was just answering questions. So the different now with agent, the agent can take actions. So we can book a meeting, draft an email, or summarize an email, or he writes something. So agent is doing this behind the scenes for you, right? So for example, if you say pay my last bill, so this is very advanced, but like agent can do it for you. So open your banking, booking a meeting. So yeah, so this is pretty much the agent. So it takes action. So this is the difference between chatbot. Okay, moving forward here, some another concepts that are our foundation. So you need to learn this concept to build the agent. So instructions is just purely instruction, right? So it's a plain English. So you use a natural language to provide context, it to provide instructions to this agent. So for example, you can set the agent's role. So who are you? So you need to tell the agent what this agent is for, what the purpose. So in these instructions, using the instructions, you can set the content. So you can say, you are an agent, a help desk agent. You are going to help my users to answer company questions. So you set the instructions. So use tone friend, the tone, you can set the tone. So say you are a friendly agent or you are a professional agent. So you use the instructions. So more instructions you give, better your agent will be, right? And the knowledge. So what is the knowledge? So it's the all that agent can read. So you can set SharePoint site, files, websites, also database. So this is your custom knowledge. So what if you want these agents to answer company questions? So you need to provide the knowledge. You need to provide where these answers are in the database, are in a file. So more we are working on this, you'll see we are going to add a SharePoint site, for example, to serve as a knowledge. So this, yeah, this is the knowledge. And then actions. So what the agent will do, what this agent will do. So if I ask, I want to know about my policy for refunds, for example. This agent will check the knowledge and will answer. But then if you want, I want to create a ticket for a refund. So this is an action. So the agent will go and in your behalf, using your permissions, is going to create a ticket in the system, is going to create a refund. So this is all the actions that the agent will perform. Send an email or look up a record or check my, I don't know, anything. So these are the actions. And then identify and trust. So it's very important for your agent. You identify so who it's representing. You need to provide the context for these agents to work well. Otherwise, this agent will be lost, right? Imagine the agent is like us going for the first day in a company. And if you don't say, this is your role, this is your desk, this is who you represent, is the same thing with agents. If you don't provide the context, it will just invent things and you won't do the job properly. So you need to say who you represent, who will you be using, who you are allowed it to do permissions, audit. So you need to also to set some limits, right? You cannot go further these. Don't or don't go to the public documentations if you don't know. Stop there and just ask for more context, for example. So you need to provide identity and trust as well. So people need to trust this agent, right? So so using all of these instructions, knowledge, actions, identity, and trust, you can make sure you are building a complete and a reliable agent. Okay, new wording here as well to learning this in this area. So grounding. What grounding means? So grounding it means that instead of making things up, inventing things, when you set the grounding in your agent, it means that this is going to use real data, real information instead of just guessing, right? So if you don't provide the grounding, if you don't set the right grounding, this will just hallucinate. So for example, one real example here. What is your remote work policy? So if you don't do the grounding, if you don't provide the documents, if you don't have anything that it's going to check your work policy, it will invent, will hallucinate. So if you have the grounding in place, so this is going to the right document and providing the real work policy. So grounding is it's very important. Yeah, and what is the difference between not grounding and grounding? It's just, as I said, like without grounding, it's just guessing, it's just inventing, hallucinating. With grounding, it's real. It's going to the right information. So be clear here on the grounding. Yeah, okay. So then, any questions, any comments, anything? So I really want you to make sure you understand these concepts. Any questions here? I think we'll connect the dots when we are building the agent, but it's very important for you to learn this. And then Copilot Studio. So, okay, we know the concepts behind the agent, but what is Copilot Studio? So Copilot Studio is just a web-based no-code workshop. It's a software in web-based. It's our workspace to build our agent. So you can open in any browser and sign in. So what do you need to start building an agent in Copilot Studio? So first you need an account. So you need a work or a school account. Um, and then you need an environment. So you can have multiple environments in the Copilot Studio. So make sure you are in the right environment. And this environment needs to have Dataverse enable to work with all the capacities in Power Platform. So you need a Dataverse environment. Then you are going to need a license, so or a trial license or any type of license that should allow your user to build agent. And then once you have this, you can just open it and be happy and build beautiful agents. So before we go to
Yeah,
the
Carolina
sorry,
here.
Jay. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
worries. Uh, I was just curious to know how many of you have worked on Copilot Studio? Can you please put your hands up? Raise your hands. Oh,
Amazing.
great.
So
So
maybe.
Tommy has worked on Copilot Studio. That's wonderful. So what have you done so far on Copilot Studio? We'd like to hear you. If you can unmute yourself.
I just created an agent with my aunt's help because she referred me to this program.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, that
Thank you.
Good. So amazing. So let's keep going. Okay, before we go to the tour, just let's recap, right? So LAM is the model, is the brain. So it knows nothing about you until you provide the content, until you put the instructions. But LAM is the model, is the fake brain. Copilot Studio is our workspace, is the place that we are going to go to build our agent. Grounding is the truth. So SharePoint's filing, knowledge sources. So this is where the agent is going to fetch the real data. And the result is the agent. So what we are going to build. Okay. So then if we don't have any questions, then we are going to go for the tour. So first thing you need to do, you need to navigate to copilotstudio.microsoft.com. So you can just open any browser, then you can go for this URL. Then you need to sign in with account with a license. So once you sign in, you see this. It's taking so much time. Okay, yeah, you see this. This is our home page. So this is the first page of Copilot Studio. Things here. So this is today's class is more of a tour. So we are understanding the concept and also our workspace, right? So first thing here on the top right side. So this is the environment. So be sure you are working in your right environment. So you can have multiple environments. You can also exporting part these agents through environments, but be sure you are you are in the right environment here. And then what else? So here you can start building your agent. So this is just a text where you can put your prompts. So if you don't want to build it from scratch, you just can build with a prompt. So for example, I can say, I want to build a help desk agent for my company. I don't know, where users can ask questions about HR and IT. So I'm just giving a very vague, of course, we need to put more to have a good agent, but this is just an idea. So I want to build a help desk agent for my company. So ideally you should provide the details of the company, the name of the company, what the company does, and then you can add as much details as you want. But this is just an example. So you can, if I want just to build these simple agents, I just can click and go and add, and this will create for me some basics about these agents. Then I can modify later. But today we are not going to create, not yet, the agent, but you can also do it. So some things here. So I will navigate to the agent part here. So this agent placed here, you are going to see the list of all your agents, all agents that you have access to see, and all agents you have in this environment. So this will be the list. So for now, I just have this agent that comes out of the box. So I didn't create this one. This just came auto-populate for me, this agent. But then here again, you have the text to create, or you can create from a blank agent. If I want to say um, textiler agent, so I can go and create a blank agent if I don't want to start with a prompt. I also can import an agent. So if I have a solution, I can come here and just import these agents from a solution. And then here, just let me go back to the text here. So when you are creating an agent, there are some settings that you can that you can modify. So you can set a different language if you are not designing this to be English. You can have other language, but for the first language, you can set you need to set the language. And then here the solution. So it's very important for you to understand that when you are building a solution, you are building on top of Dataverse solution. So what is a solution? Solution is just a wrapper. We can say that solution is a box, right? So and you are creating a box and you are putting this agent inside the box so you can grab this box and put in another place and put in another environment. So so solution is the way that we move these agents to different environments. So if you don't add any custom solution here, this will be created under the default solution. So just for best practice, try to create a new solution in Dataverse, and then you can pick here the solution that you are building. Then you can export and import in different environments. Then everything that you are building in this agent will be inside this solution. So you don't need to worry about this. The platform here will put everything under this solution. And here's just the schema name. So here the schema name is it's just a prefix to identify the company. So here, let's say I want to do a textiler, so I want to put tech. So each company, I can easily identify the schema name behind of the agent, right? So this is important. Some other concepts important for you to follow the best practice. Okay, let's move forward here. So also Microsoft provides some managed agents. So it's just a pre-built agents for you to work. So this is agents already done for you. So you can just simply go and install, and your organization, your environment can start using this agent. Okay. And also you can start from a template. So this is just using a template is just facilitate your life, your work. So if you, for example, you want to build a agent with voice capability. So what Microsoft does, it provides you a template. So it provides you a way to start. So you don't need to go and, oh my God, how I create an agent that will have voice capability. Don't worry, use start from the template and then you can start building, you can customize as you need. So you can pick here some templates, for example, safe travels, financial insights, benefits. So it comes with some template, and I'm pretty sure this list of templates will grow. So always check these lists before you're building a agent. Maybe this can facilitate your life, right? Why not? And then, okay, any questions? You guys are very quiet, so don't be afraid to ask any questions. Okay, so now let's just move here to the flows. So flows, what is the flow? So flow is automations. So things that these agents will do. So then you can build separate flows. And then when you are building your agent, you can pick a flow. So that's why we separate here flows and tools. So you can build a flow that we will be using in different agents. So the flows are where we automate the steps. So you can trigger this flow in some conditions, in some event. So, and using natural language. So I want to create a flow that will be triggering when a ticket is creating my system. I want a flow that will be triggered when contact is creating, when a new user is onboarded. So you can wake flow to say, trigger this when a new user is onboarded, then you send a welcome email to this person. So you can build a flow, a workflow to automate these steps with some specific condition and some specific steps, instructions as well. And then also we have tools. So what is tool? Tool is like what this agent will be using. So what tools my agent or my flows are using? It's a prompt, is a, I don't know, different model context, is a custom connector. So I want my agents to go to a different database. I want to have to go to SQL, to go to, I don't know, SAP. It goes to my financial system. So you build a custom connector to be available here in your tools. Then when you are building your agent, you simply go and pick a tool, right? Um, for example, a Power Automate can be a tool, a GitHub Copilot will be a tool. Also Excel, so if you have a data in Excel or Word or something like that, you can use here in the tool. And what is the difference between, you might ask, what is the difference between flow and tools? So different is workflow, it's an automation, it's automate some steps. And the flow is something that you use in the work, in the flow. So use a tool to build, to automate the steps and to build a flow. Okay, so now what else do we need here? So you also have some tests. So also Microsoft does some tests here for you. Uh, so I think today is just our tour, but just to finalize, let's just build a prompt here, the prompt that I put before, so we can see how we create our first agent and see how it will look like. Again, I want to build a help desk agent for my company where users can ask questions about HR and IT. Okay, let's see what we have out of this. Any questions, any comments you like, you don't like? You can put in the chat as well, any questions. Okay, so out of my prompt, I can see some new things coming here. So I can see my first agent. So let me just close this test panel for now. But yeah, with a simple prompt, I already have that much. So if you put the right context, the AI here behind of this will create some things for you. So for example, here name, so you already populate for me, name HR and IT help desk assistant, so you can customize this, put the description, put your name, your company name, everything. So here, remember when I say at the beginning of the class, model. So here is the brain behind of my agent. So here I can select a model, which model I'm going to be using in this agent. So I won't expand much on this, but each model will be used for one scenario. So we'll see this more in detail in the next classes, but here you can change the model. So here it's very important, the instruction. So here we already see that by my prompt, you already populate some instructions. So the purpose of this agent is this, the general guidelines. So you need to come here and edit, right? So you need to put the right contents. You need to put the right guidelines. So for example, I can simply say, don't invent anything. If you don't know, ask for the user to contact HR in this email. So I can say HR at textiler.com. So this is the instruction. So you are giving, using natural language, you are giving the right instructions so your agent can work well for you.
Caroline, you're saying do invent. Is it do invent or don't
Sorry,
invent?
do not.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
don't.
amazing. So I'm just trying to test you guys to see if you are paying attention. Yeah, thank you so much, John. Yeah, do not invent. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Great, you're
So
observing. That's really good thing that you are paying attention.
amazing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
these are the
I
students that
should
we want,
set
right,
some
Jay?
great applause for you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so do not invent. So yeah, otherwise you would invent a lot of stuff. Yeah, do not invent. So you can using pure natural language, you don't need to worry at all with the language. So you just, as you speak, agent will understand, right? So be sure to write to put the right instruction. So skills, you also can tell this agent. So it's a fake brand, it's a fake person. So if you say you are capable of going to my financial system with my credential and access my bank account, I don't know. I'm just pretending here, but if you have your right setup, your right permissions to do this skill, put here so your agent will go and do it for you. And also you can keep expanding here step-by-step instruction. So if some step in particular you want some specific instructions, so you can come here and add some instructions. Escalations. What if a person say, I want to escalation, I want to talk with a real human. You can also put the instruction here. Error handling. So what you want to do. So if for some reason this agent failed, what are the instructions? What is the fallback? What is the retry mechanism? So what I need to talk to the users in this case. So use instructions as a guideline, as context. This is, I would say, this is more the important thing. So I would say 9% of the problems of your agent is because you don't have clear instructions. Okay, so be be worried with this. Expand as much as you can. Better you write your instructions, better answer, better agents you are going to build. And then knowledge. So here, knowledge, we are going to add any knowledge. So we are going to add, next class, we are going to build a SharePoint knowledge. So we are going to creating these, but you can have public websites. So if you want these agents to go to just specific sites, so just go just for my company websites, and these are the sites you can use. You can specify here if you want to use the Dynamics as a source, a Salesforce, ServiceNow, Azure SQL, Dataverse. So you have many possibilities here under knowledge. Also advanced, so you can build custom knowledge sources as well. So this is very powerful, and we are seeing a quick evolution on this. So always check it out, the advanced here. So you can add many types of knowledge source. What else? So tools. So as I touched base before, you can use some tools. So you can create first. You can go first create a tool, and then you pick here whatever tool you want to use. Also the triggers, so you can add some triggers. So don't worry, today is just a tour. I just want you to get familiar with our workspace, but we are going to see everything in detail in the next classes. So then triggers, agents, topics. So we are going to explore topics. Suggested prompts. So if you want, when your user are using the agent, so if you want to suggest some prompts like predicting some next steps, so you can also use here in the suggested prompts. Having said that, we are almost ending our class, our tour. So here you have here also the test panel. So make sure you are always testing your agent, testing all scenarios, predicting questions, predicting things so you can have a good agent. So this is very basic now, but you see already saying something for me like, hello, I'm HR and IT help desk assistant. How can I help you? So in the next classes, we are going to see that we can change this message. We can say, hello, I don't know, welcome to our textiler class, welcome to our textiler company. So you can modify everything. Then you can start using this. So you can say, I want to know my vacation allowance. So then I'm not expecting a good answer or a real because I don't have anything basically in this agent, but this will, the idea is to bring something for me, like, so reviewing, so it's trying to search things, but I don't have anything. Yeah, but amazing. So it brought me something. So always the agency, you always try to give you something, right? Even if you don't have, as don't have any knowledge source, you always try to bring something for you. So here, I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to retrieve your specific vacation allowance from your internal knowledge, how to check. So here it gave me some steps. Go to HR self-service portal, blah, blah, blah. So this is good. But once you put the right knowledge sources, so I'm expecting the next class we are going to build on top of these. And then in the next class, once I put these prompts, ask these questions, I'm expecting an answer like you have 20 days as holiday, you have 25 days as holidays, you want then something suggested prompt saying you want to book a holiday, you want to know how to book a holiday. So then this prompt, this agent will do this for us. So I'm very excited to be doing this agent with you. Yeah, so any questions? So I believe that was all for today. So I really want you to understand what about models, what about Copilot, the workspace, what we have available here. I really encourage you to go to explore. We are not yet going deep on what we can do, but this is just your first class, just to be familiar also with the mentors, with me, with Jay. Any questions for today? Um, anything, any comments? I hope you are looking forward. Okay, so Linda, you have a questions, please. Feel free to speak.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Carolina, for the demo today's session. My first question, I don't know, maybe you've answered it while you were doing your introduction, but it's just not very clear to me. We're currently going to be using the Copilot Studio. You mentioned importing, and that there are also other AI studios that people could use to build. So when someone has used a different environment to build an AI agent, is it possible from that different environment you import it into Copilot, or must it just be that you have to build within the Copilot studio and you're importing what you have there?
Yeah, you have to build in Copilot Studio to be able to import an agent. You need to building AI in Copilot Studio. So here, if we go back here to the agent, let's to discard this. So you see here, there is an import agent. And here you can import a solution with an agent. So if you have an agent in another AI tool, you won't be able to import here in Copilot Studio, but maybe you can customize some other things to try to do the same thing that you are doing in another environment. But using this structure here in Copilot Studio, you cannot bring another company, another tool agent. You only can use agent building Copilot. So because you need a Dataverse solution. So once you have a solution with an agent, you can bring from a different Copilot Studio environment, but not from outside Copilot Studio. So for now, you only can bring your Copilot Studio agent and move across Copilot Studio environments.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, if there's an existing solution.
Just to add a few bits to your previous question. So we can create agents on M365 Copilot as well, and we can extend those agents or we can clone those agents into Copilot Studio as well. So that's possible. You don't need to create your agents differently in Copilot Studio. So if you get started with M365 Copilot, you can just extend it on, you can just clone it to Copilot Studio.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you, Jay.
thank you. Uh, the second question, so if there's an existing application that has no AI functionalities or anything related to AI in it, can the AI agents be kind of integrated or connected to that solution to provide results, or it just has to be the agent end to end?
Sorry, I didn't get your first sentence, your first part. Can you repeat? So if you have a AI, what?
Okay, so if there's an existing solution, for example, we use the help desk. There's an existing help desk. Someone has built an existing application or a solution that has no AI functionalities or capabilities, just the way it's built to work. Is it possible to embed an AI agent to that, like integrate it or connect to that solution that has no AI capabilities?
Yeah, so here we are talking about Copilot Studio. So mainly we are talking about Dataverse. So if you already have something in Dataverse, so you can build your agent and embed in your Dataverse, in your Dynamics, in your previous apps. But you can, for example, embed your agent in Teams. But I'm not sure. Do you know, Jay, if we can export this in put in a different to a totally different outside Microsoft environment?
Yeah, so there are a number of channels where you can publish your agents. So, Carolina, if you go on the agent on Copilot Studio, please.
Yeah,
And yeah, if you can open HR and IT, for example,
yeah,
help desk assistant. Yeah, so now this is my agent, and I want to embed this agent on few of the other channels. So if you click on the channel, Carolina, please. Yeah.
channels, yes. Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the different channels, or these are the different platforms where you can publish your agent. So now my agent has been created in Copilot Studio, which is Microsoft product, but I can publish my agent on WhatsApp. I can publish on Facebook or Twilio, or there are a number of websites like your third-party websites. You can integrate with any of the channels which are mentioned over here.
Amazing. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
good.
Thank you.
And you
The
can
last,
open your authentication as well. So for example, if you want to restrict your authentication to only Microsoft IDs, that is possible. But if you want to make it anonymous agent access, then that's also possible. That would be covered in your future sessions, which is like authentication.
okay. Okay, thank
Amazing.
you.
Thank you,
The
Jay.
third question, please.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah,
yeah, go
yeah,
on.
keep coming. Yeah.
Okay. So you also mentioned or you showed us the models like we had ChatGPT 3, 4.0, 5.0, and you said sometimes when you're trying to build these different same models now, they have different capabilities. Some are good for analytics, some could be good for yeah, this one, a different kind of thing. So is it that we will be able to identify which model to use based on maybe experience, or there's already an explanation that has defined what each of these models are able to do, so that we'll know which one to use for the agent would be building.
Yeah, so here if you see there is a sentence here below the name. For example, here Cloud Sonnet assists with general task and content creation. If we see chat GPT-5 automatically switches between chat and reasoning. So for example, then Opus perform deep reasoning and structured problem solving. So you can explore this here and you can see what is indicated for. Yeah. So basically, there is we can cover this in the coming class. I think in the third class we can have a chart. In I can explain about reasoning, about problem solving. We can expand a little bit. But for today, our goal was just to tell you this, that with different models, you have different capabilities and then different outcomes. Okay?
Yeah, it's great. Thank you very much, Carolina. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
Bye.
Any other question? Thank you for your questions, Linda. I really appreciate. Yeah. Any other questions?
I would request everyone to register your attendance And I have shared the attendance form as well on the chat. And another one is WhatsApp group. We have created WhatsApp group for every other student here so that we can have close communication. We can announce a few other things which we want to do on this track. So there would be a project as well which will be shared with you. So this would be our communication channel. So please just connect on this WhatsApp channel as well.
Yeah, don't forget to fill out the form, otherwise we will don't have the certificate at the end. So make sure
Yeah.
you are filling this.
Sorry,
And
Caroline, can
send
I
your
take you
feedback.
back?
We would like to hear your feedback. What would you like to see, and what are your thoughts? How was the session? Please share your feedback.
Hi,
Yeah,
hi,
John.
Caroline.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you for
yeah,
this session. Can I just take you back a few minutes? What was the
yep.
prompt you gave this, please? You said I want to
Um,
build a help desk
yeah,
agent for my company.
yeah. I
Where?
want, I want to build a help desk agent for my company where users can ask questions about HR and IT.
Users can ask question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there? Okay. About what?
about HR and IT.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
no problem. Okay, if we don't have any other questions, I do believe this is the end of our first class. So yeah, next class will be more hands-on. So we are going to demo some cool features. So we are going to be expand in this agent. So yeah, anything else, Jay? Anything before we end?
No, this session was absolutely amazing. I would request everyone to send some applause to Carolina.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Carolina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
there is any question? Yeah, Ajay, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question. Ajay, you have you had raised your hand. Okay, that must be accidental. No worries.
yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, and see you in next session.
Thank you.